Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Tonight, just going to be like a pretty short video. I haven't played Farm Expert in a long time, and I'm just kind of catching up. We are in August, so we're at the end of the year. I have got most of my veggies have come to harvest. Right now, I'm kind of going through and picking up all the stuff from the ones that haven't come to fruition yet. Hold on a second. I think this is really loud. Sound options. Yep. And the music is off. Return. The only stuff that I haven't harvested yet, and I can't harvest yet, are those the green peppers. I don't know if I started them too late. Well, hopefully they won't go over the winter, because if they go too long, they wither and die. But we're in August. I think September, it might be the end of August though, but I think September 30th is our last day. So if they haven't matured by then, we're in deep doo-doo. You can see that I got the harvesting crew ready to go, and they're just going to hang out for an entire month standing on that cart. As long as you have it hooked to the wagon, there's a crew. I know it seems kind of cruel, but this tractor is super dirty. What we have left, I've already cleaned out those two warehouses, and you can see here I've got, or greenhouses, you can see here I've got $262,000, and that is mostly from this harvest. There's our little fertilizer bot. Alright, turn this guy off, and we're going to run in. My computer runs this game very smoothly. I know a lot of people have problems running this game. And I get it. I get people's frustration with that. So, but it runs well on my computer, so I'm not complaining. I don't like this door. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Some of the effects are a little wonky, and it is, you know, definitely a low-budget game when you compare it to Farm Simulator, the polished, professional. These are cucumbers, by the way. Presentation that is Farm Sim 17. This is a little bit rough, a little bit unpolished, but I'm okay with that. While I'm doing that, I'm ripping these the finished seedlings out. They're not really seedlings anymore, are they? They're plants, but they're done. Okay, so this is a full load. I'll go ahead and run this over. I forget where I have to go, so let's take a look at the map. That's not what I want. Map. There we go. And we sell them at the we're going to set this as a waypoint. The purchase of vegetables and fruit. So that's what we're going to be doing this episode. I probably will start making some more episodes of this game here and there. Once again, I really like it. I know that a lot of people don't necessarily love it, but it's actually a pretty cool game. If not a little bit or a lot clunky. It definitely has its not so smooth moments, but unfortunately this is a long drive. I wish there was another truck. We should have like some kind of truck that you could load stuff onto, but there's just nothing to do that with. So we have to putz our way over with the tractor. Now, at some point, this tractor will need to be cleaned. And once again, you have to take it to your farm to do that. So, I don't know if it's really worth it, because by the time you get it back to the farm and back, it's all dirty again. It's like, it's not really worth it. So, I've just left it dirty. Unlike Farm Sim, you can't buy cleaning stations, and of course, that makes me nuts, but I do like the fact that they've simulated a lot of open-top tractors in this game. Not a lot, but some. I mean, Farm Sim has them too, but for some reason this game just feels more like you're really on a tractor. I don't know how they do that, but there we have gas on power. Gas is free today. What? Oh, maybe the pumps are just closed. Enter to open the gas station. pretty far-flung trigger. Now, they did add a new map and a new mud physics to this game, so you can get like stuck in the mud, and then you have to use a tow bar to pull tractors out. I don't know that we'll run into that on this map, but they did make another map specifically for muddy conditions, so at some point I might try that out. Fruits and vegetables. There's our store. We just have to find the entrance. L'entrance. See how much money we make on this load. All right. Let's see what we got. Yes. $42,000. I'll take it. I gotta love that. And back on down to the fruit farm. I do like the way this game kind of saves where you're at. So, like, I was down at the fruit farm last time I played, and the game saved my location. So, when I came back, I was still at the fruit farm. I do wish there was a cruise control button, because it does kind of get hard. This game doesn't support my controllers, so I have to use the mouse and keyboard and keep my finger on the W key while I'm playing this, and it kind of gets a little sore after a while. Like I'm already like, ugh. Looks like we go about 26 kilometers an hour. Nope. But the good news is the gas is close in case we need it. So we'll finish off this cucumber sale today, and then if I have time, I'll run back to the farm. We're going to play until Mike is going to text me. We're going to continue some Small Town USA with the Big Bud DLC. But I'm going to play this until he calls, so we'll see how far we get. But I'll just throw this up as a little short episode to let you know that I have not given up on Farm Expert. I still think it's a great game. It's, you know, a long way from being Farm Sim once again, but it has some things that it does, I think, better than the Farm Sim. Definitely the calendar year. Though I know I've heard people say that they are adding, there are some like calendar year mods out there for the Farm Sim now, so I may have to try some of those out. Every time I do the big mods, I have issues. So like GPS mod, everybody's always like, hey dude, you should use the GPS mod. So every time I've tried it so far, it's erased, it conflicts with some other mod that I have, and it erases all the equipment off of my farm. And I'm like, what the heck? So my equipment's all gone. And so I stopped using it because I kept having that happen. And then I was like, I'm never doing that again. Thankfully, I tested it out on my laptop, and it erased all my games on there. So I just started a new game. That's my personal game, which now I'm using Westbridge. But it didn't do it. I didn't do it on this computer, so I didn't lose any of my YouTube games. But I would have been really pissed off if I had lost all my YouTube games. That would really suck, you know. But that I have the chance of doing that. So it's like when people are like, hey, you should try it. I'm like, I don't think you understand what's at risk here. And I know it's not the GPS mod itself that's causing the problem. It's something to do with another mod that I'm using. But I've got a ton of mods that I need for my games. And so it's like I can't just get rid of mods. I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. Now you can hear it's spring, and I am having massive allergy problems. My nose is continually getting plugged up. And I am going to see if my insurance covers allergy shots, because I'm going to be going, hopefully next week, if it does, to get some allergy shots. I just can't take it anymore. I can't do it anymore. So now you are able to have 2 harvests a year with this, I think. I wonder... I'm a little scared to pop seedlings in at the end of the year and do them over the winter. I think you can do 2 harvests during the summer, but I think if I remember right, if you do seedlings over the winter, they die in the greenhouse. Like, they go ripe and then they're dead when you get to them the next year. So I think you plant them the first of the year. You have 1 harvest in the middle of the summer, and then you plant them again because I think they're 90 days. Now the green peppers take longer, so you're better off with tomatoes and cucumbers because those they don't take as long. Sorry about the sniffles. It's just going on right now. I saw, you guys know I haven't been playing World of Tanks, and I guess there was this huge controversy that happened with one of their community members, Sir Foch, who, as far as I'm concerned, the guy's a big mouth, but what they did was not appropriate. And what happened was they released another one of these like super premium tanks that they've been releasing, where the tank is like no weak spots on the front, and people are pissed off because you've got people that come into the game that don't know how to play, and then they just go out and spend $50 and they buy like the best tank that you can get in the game. And this makes people angry because it's like, I don't know, it's not good policy, and it's like, and it also makes it hard just even for when you get a good player in a tank like that, and you're trying to have a good game, and then all of a sudden it's like it just gets so hard because you got guys that are basically in tanks that are indestructible from the front. Which Wargaming has always tried to eliminate those tanks. Whenever they have a tank like that, they nerf it. The Type 59 was one of those where it was very strong armor on the front, and that's why people hated it, because you couldn't beat the front. And now they're just doing it again. They're making a whole bunch of premium tanks that are very difficult to beat from the front. And so he basically had a huge rant about the game, about the tank. It was just basically like, I hate you guys. Why are you doing this? And this is exactly the kind of stuff that's going to put you out of business because people are going to hate playing the game and they're going to leave. But said it in much cruder terms, and he is a community member, I guess, so he gets like free. I don't know what community tank members get, if they get free tanks for trial and stuff like that. I think that's what they get. Maybe like early access to tanks so that they can make like press releases, and the day before a tank comes out or whatever, they can put a review up. They just get some benefits that standard players don't get. They don't get like a they don't get paid by Wargaming or anything to do reviews, but they get free, they get free stuff early on, so they can kind of get a jump start on everybody. And so he's one of those community people, and a lot of other people got upset by it, and they also pulled their, because what happened was then Wargaming came back. One of the guys that is a developer came back and basically told him, like, either you pull that video down or we're going to file a copyright strike against you. Well, that's bogus. People should be allowed, even though his opinion, the way he said it was really nasty. People should be allowed to have their opinions, and you should not be threatened by a company just because you don't like something that they did with their game. But then again, like Nintendo, that's all they do. Nintendo doesn't let anybody put anything up about their games without. I mean, you can, but it's copy. Oh, they do copy protection or whatever, and so Sir Foch did respond and take the video down because he felt like, obviously all of his content is World of Tanks based, and so if they put a copyright strike against him, he loses every cent of income that he makes on the channel, period. And so he would have no income coming in from his channel. And that would also, if they get 2 or 3 copyright strikes, you can actually lose your channel. So he, retracted the video, but I think that's bogus. I don't think that companies should be allowed to do that, to threaten people that have a differing opinion on the game. Like, oh, you don't like our game? Well, we're going to copyright strike you. That's not cool. And he wasn't mad at the game, but he was mad at them, and he was mad at the tank. Like, why are you doing this? But anyway, it sparked a whole big controversy on the web with World of Tanks, and a lot of the guys that were part of the community, I know for sure Jingles, who's a huge World of Tanker, has pulled. I don't think he's going to stop doing World of Tanks videos, but he quit the program. He's like, screw you guys. If this is how you're going to treat YouTubers, we are not going to support your game anymore. And so they left. The writing's on the wall, folks. I actually, it's funny though, because it actually got me interested in playing the game again. So I might start playing World of Tanks again. We'll see. I don't know. Here's the thing. Since my divorce, I am super obviously busy with life. I've got to keep my kids going. I've got to keep my channel going. I've got to keep my business going. I've got absolutely no help, Mark and Ryan are okay. But, my wife did a lot of stuff around the house, and unless I do it, it doesn't get done. So, like right now, my downstairs is a mess. My kitchen's a mess. It's like I constantly have to go down. If I want a bowl of cereal, I got to go down and I got to wash a bowl and I got to wash a spoon because nobody else will do it. The kids just use all the bowls and they use all the spoons. They don't clean up. And we're trying to fix that, but it's not the same as having an adult there telling them what to do. And so, my ex-wife is gone. I have to handle all those situations. And I don't mind. I mean, it's okay. At least it's peaceful here, and I don't have an angry person who's always yelling and screaming. But the hard part is that I don't have as much time as I used to. And World of Tanks requires you to play all the time. There is no getting around like, hey, I'm going to, play once a week or whatever. You have to play every day if you want to be good at it. And I just don't have the kind of time in my life to make that kind of commitment. I want to be doing other games. I want to have fun. I can't do World of Tanks every day. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of decide it's an all or nothing, I decided I just didn't want to do anything. So oh no. Sounds like everyone's coming over here. It's 8 o'clock almost. And Soupy is bringing back the Valak boys along with Mark and Ryan. So they're going to have, it's a party. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be like 400 degrees in my room. The kids all come in here and play like every game console in my room. They have all the monitors and computers turned on at once. And it literally goes up to like 500 degrees in my bedroom. I'm like, I need an office. Or a bedroom that doesn't have computers in it. Maybe just a TV. I've also been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I am enjoying it immensely. I'd say I'm probably about halfway through it now. It took me a while, but this week I've actually been playing quite a lot more than I was. So, I have the Master Sword. Now, the only thing I really don't like, the weapons break thing really makes me nuts. The Master Sword doesn't necessarily break, but it wears out. It uncharges, and you have to charge it. But I have almost everything I need to beat most of the creatures in the game. So I'm starting to actually beat the game now. The first couple weeks, $43,000. Oh yeah, $347,000. Yeah. The first month or two of playing the game, I basically just unlocked the map. I didn't actually play the game. I just ran around, found temples, unlocked hearts, kind of mapped it out. I still don't have the whole map mapped out because some of the places I couldn't get until now that I'm strong enough. But now I'm in the process of finding all the armor suits, and I'm actually starting to beat. Like I beat one of the divine beasts already, and I've got 3 more to go. And just unlocking some of the bigger, some of these missions require you kill some of the bigger level animals or critters, and so I've taken to killing animals that I used to just run away from. The Linals or Lionels or whatever they are impossible. For those of you that have played the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. They are so hard to beat, and I can beat them, but it just requires all my food and like tons of arrows, and it just. I don't like fighting them because they take up so many resources to beat them. You get a lot of cool stuff when they die, but I mean, heck, the Guardians are easier to beat than the Lionels. The Lionels are probably the hardest creature in the game. they just have so many different attacks, and they use them to pretty good effect. And they just beat the crap out of you. So, anyway, do. This tractor. Oh well, it was cheap. It's funny, I find this tractor, I think you guys remember that when I was playing before. This tractor actually does better than the larger fruit tractors when it comes to pulling these trailers around and stuff. It actually has an easier time. And I don't think you can hook the big tractors to these trailers, so you kind of have to use a smaller tractor. So this is the best one of the bunch. Fresh fruits. See, now it would make sense that you can sell. You should be able to sell them at your store. I don't understand why you can't just sell them here. But you got to take them to fruits and vegetables. This should be our last load. Maybe. Well, anyway, I'll take out our. It'll finish off the episode. Let's take a real quick look at the map and see what else we have going on. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. And how do I switch? I forget how to switch to tractors. Oh, you have to do it through the map. Ooh, look, they've made new symbols. Liquid manure. Maize chaff, maize manure. Let's take a look at our aminals. We have 5 cows, 10 ducks, 10 chickens, 5 horses, 5 goats, 10 goats, 10 sheep. The poultry is a little bit low. Chaff is a little low. Hay stored. Oh, is that stored? Got tons of free fertilizer. We just don't. I don't know. I just pay the airplanes to do it because it's so cheap. I wonder if we could sell the fertilizer. Let's see. Fundamentals mechanic. Animals, buildings. We don't have a wash facility? What? Oh, we do. We don't have a gas station. We don't have a vehicle shed. We could expand it. Let's see. Expand the pen. Cattle and cow shed for cows. What? Cattle pen for sheep? They don't know what they're talking about. Skills. All right, power tutorial. Map. We've got these fields right here. These are ours. Cultivated, fertilized, 0. They're empty. Let's hop in the McCormick tractor. Maybe I did already. Look, since the patch, getting some slow frame rates there. All the tippers are down on the ground. Dude, that's a big trap. I don't remember buying that cramp. Oh, I harvested this. Look at that. And there's like hay all over the place. I don't remember this at all. It's okay though. It's the end of the year, so we could plant a crop right. We'll probably do it right before, because you can do winter wheat, so we could do a crop over the winter. Got all of our other stuff here. Okay, well that's it. That's that. But the winter crop will grow. I'm trying to remember because it goes dormant during the winter season. So I think in the end, it ends up being. Let's see if it goes dormant. Then it'll grow. I think it still grows in enough time for us to plant a second harvest. But I obviously didn't care, and I have a ton of money, so who cares? Like, why bother? We might have to put some pH down on the field, though. Do I have a spreader? I thought I had a spreader. Let me take a look at my machinery. Map. Let's see. Yep, spreader. Yep. How's the? Let's see what it's mildly medium. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some field work. Do I have a plow? What do I got? I thought I was gonna buy. I guess I didn't. Okay, I'm over here. Right? Those are the greenhouses, I think. Aren't they? Oh, no, they're not. Are they? No. Yes. I don't know. Purchase of fruits and vegetables. I think... Wait a minute. Purchase of grain. Where the heck am I? Purchase of beets and potatoes. No. These are the greenhouses. Farm fruits. There we go. That's where I'm at. Okay. I was going to do... I think we played around with some of like the other crops and they didn't work very well. But here, players farm. Okay. So, to fix soil acidification, I think you have to put down lime. And then I guess... Oh, we do have a baler. I could... What if I should bale those... The bales? The bales of Saint Mary. And then sell those, because we... Or animal them. Oh, the animal farm, too. I need to... I forgot about the aminals. I think I have tippers down there with more food in them. Let's run down there real quick and take a look. It's kind of reacquaintance time. Yeah, those need to be windrowed. So we'll do that tomorrow, September 1st. We'll plant a crop on the last day of the month. Oh, wait. Am I going the wrong way? Yes. Completely. Duh. There it is. That's the animal farm over there, I think. It's 'cause I'm so stupid. I think that this game gives a better... Of course, this is all up for debate. But I feel like it gives a better in-cab experience than Farm Sim does. You've got, you know, like the working the backup cam that works. You've got the, I don't know, just the tractor bounces around and stuff a little more happily. How do I reverse directions? No, that would be exit. Oh, it should tell me right there. Z, change direction. One thing that we should buy is a third tractor so that we have a tractor down by the animals. Or some kind of small vehicle. It doesn't have to be a fancy big tractor. But I do like the way that you can make... I mean, we made a ton of money from the veggies. And there's more veggies coming in at the end of the year with those green peppers. So, haha. Alright, so we got chaff. I should have a chaff wagon. Yep. There she blows. How do we make the chaff? Oh, we made corn. That's right. Do I have a chaff harvester? It's been so long. Yeah, we do. We have the Elladan chaff cutter. Okay, so we can make more chaff next year. Hi, evil goats. Those are really big goats, by the way. Maybe I'm used to the pygmy goats. 95% full. This thing is all full of chaff. So, unlike Farm Sim, you don't have to make silage. There we go. Oh, there's a beacon or something going on. Oh, does it turn my beacon on automatically? How do I get out of the tractor? I forget how to change my view. Oh, that's the speed control. That's right. We got a tempo stat in this game. I forgot about that. I can't remember. Is it camera? Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, it does. Look at that. Those lights come on. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's shut that off. So, some cool stuff going on. So we have our Landini. And so let's go ahead and go back. So now we kind of have an idea of what's going on at the farm. We're going to sell the rest of this stuff off tomorrow. We're going to buy a new tractor. And it looks like maybe, let's see. I've been hiring guys to do the work on the farm. I'm thinking maybe we can do some of the work ourselves. Well, anyway, let's hop on pop. Here's this. We're going to enter. Jump on off and finish our collection. All right, so pretty exciting stuff. Yep. So we're making some money now. I probably will also, maybe at the end of the year, expand the cow barn, because the cows bring us a ton of money. Though they all do. You know, the horses, all the animals do. But the cows, you know, are needing chaff. I've got like a year's worth of chaff. But we will do corn next year because we're going to need it after the end of the year. We'll do a small field of corn. Maybe, well, we'll see. It's hard to remember. It's hard to remember. What do you guys think about the... Who was it? Chris Cornell died. I thought that was crazy. You know, I grew up... That was my, like, high school era. Stone Temple Pilots. Who else was there? Obviously his band. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of the band. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Let's see. Temple of the Dogs was his thing with Eddie Vedder, but what was the name of his band? I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can't remember anything. It'll come to me. Like, as soon as I stop this episode, I'll be like, oh, frick. Pearl Jam was Eddie Vedder. Dang it. What was his band? Oh, my gosh. But anyway, I guess that's sad. You know, it just goes to show that money isn't everything, you know. But what made me sad really about that is the guy's got like 2 kids. I'm like, dude, come on. It's really sad, you know, for them more than anything. Hopefully it wasn't a suicide. I haven't looked into it, but it probably was. Usually when they say probable suicide, that's usually, yeah. They just don't want to come out and say it. All right, so we have single-handedly emptied the barn. Now here's where multiplayer would be a lot of fun, because there's a lot of stuff to do on this. And I do think this game does do multiplayer, but from what I've heard, it's like extremely broken. But maybe I'll have to try it. When it gets really old, I'll have to...
What's up, Dad?
What's up, Mark?
Who's playing?
Farm Expert. Waiting for Micah. We're going to play Farm Sim tonight.
Oh, okay.
No riding around the RX-7 today, huh?
Yep, no, I guess not.
Jeff, could you fill that up with water? The bathroom is fine. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Learning a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, how was work?
It's all right.
Mark started a new job at a security company, and you love it, don't you?
Well, I mean, it's great. It's just a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff to learn. Yeah, they've really they're taking Mark to his limit.
Yeah, I can't always actually notice that.
Well, the good news is they're paying him for it too, though, so can't complain there.
Hi.
Ryan, did you get milk?
No.
Are you gonna go now to get it? What? No, we can't have like 7 people in this house and not a single gallon of milk. You're going to have to go get it. So do we have all 3 Valak boys here tonight?
Yep, and Superboy.
No, 2.
Just 2?
Just 2, Dad.
Oh, Scub didn't come?
No, still Sid.
Hi, Seth.
Oh, by the way, I finished my school year.
Oh, good. So
I
are you
chipped my tooth.
are you going to go visit Mom tomorrow or no?
No, I don't think so.
You chipped your tooth. What? How did you chip your back tooth?
I was eating Pringles.
It was that hard of a Pringle that you chipped your
No.
tooth?
I was just chewing on it and it popped off.
That doesn't seem right.
It was really bizarre.
Can I have that tissue back over there, Seth?
Sure.
That's
So
a...
what'd you do on
Well, let's see. I took an hour nap.
Okay, good.
I didn't do any work.
It's nice to see all the Valak kids.
I got to check. Oh, did Mom see that email from Amanda? It looks like we might finally get paid from that company that owes me money. So
See, Dad?
she was like, we are so sorry. Love you too, Seth. Sorry, I'm going to blow my nose. See? I blowed my nose. Hoping to stop some of the snorfing. I don't think I will. Sorry, guys. That's just something that you're going to have to put up with my channel for a little while because... Okay, Micah says he's on. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an exciting episode of Farm Expert. I really am enjoying this quite a bit, and I hope that you guys are too. Once again, it's a little weird game, but I do want to kind of add it back into the channel for a little while. Just, I guess till Cattle and Crops comes out. But this is a really cool, you know, it's fun. It's different for sure. The strategies are different than Farm Sim, and it definitely, I feel like it's a little more, I feel like this game actually makes me feel like I'm there more than I do in Farm Sim. But it's a terrible game, but it's still, something about it, Farm Sim always feels like a little bit detached. This game feels like I'm right there doing it. I feel like I'm actually doing all the work, and I appreciate that. All right, guys, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. If you want to really support the channel, a good thing that helps is you can donate. You can see down in the description there's a donate button. All you do is go to PayPal, and it donates to my account. Any little bit helps. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this content. I will continue to try to bring you the best content I can possibly bring you. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the tube.